I think we're live. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Today's the 29th of May. We've got a 98 GSX all-wheel drive 5-speed car here to basically go over and check it out. So I'm here by myself today. John is running a little late. He's under the weather. So you're going to have to bear with me solo. So if you want to ask me something or you want to see something specific, comment on the video, and I'm going to try and watch the screen here and, pick it up and then show you or answer the questions. So the car has 150-something thousand miles. Give me a second. I got the title in the box. This one's kind of odd. The car has a lot of very, very brand new parts. I mean, stuff like the blow-off valve, the manifold. Like the manifold hasn't even changed color yet. So as far as I understand, the car has like 100 miles or something like that on all the modifications and the fresh engine. So the car, the title has 159 on the odometer. How's that coil pack mounted? That coil pack is mounted with an OEM looking bracket. Looks like it's a stock 2G bracket with one bolt over here. Unfortunately, not the correct Evo 3 coil mounting bracket. Okay, so the title says 159 for odometer. The mileage on the dashboard is 131.5. So we've got a non-matching odometer. Somebody swapped out the cluster at some point would be my guess. The title is from Maryland, and it was date issued was April of this year. So I think the guy just got this car, started putting it together. You ran into money problems or something and just had to get out of it. So that's where we're at. So we've got a shell. The car actually looks really nice, which we'll go around and you'll check it out afterwards. But the car looks great from like 5 feet away. This thing's beautiful. Paint's really nice. The shock towers don't have any sign of corrosion, but the car's been painted. It's blatantly obvious. You can see right down in here, things been painted, very recently painted. So who knows what we're going to find for corrosion and rust and whatnot under the car. The top looks great, but it's just been painted. So who knows what kind of coverage and fill work has been done. And I mean, the shock towers usually tell the story right off the bat, and I don't see anything in the corners and in the edges, but that doesn't mean that there isn't anything nasty on the bottom. So as far as modifications, this is supposed to be a 7-bolt, 2.3-liter stroker motor. We don't know what piston rod combination is in it. While I was under it, looking around on the trailer, it has an unorthodox crank pulley. I think it had a UR crank pulley. I don't know what cams are in it. It's supposed to have FIC 1200cc injectors. Oh, hang on a second. I think I saw there's a box in here that had stuff. It's a box of stuff that came with the car. Hoses, yeah, injectors. This will tell you. Okay, looks like there is blow-off valve flange, a map sensor adapter, some extra manifold studs, another stainless clutch or a feed line for the turbo, fuel injector clinic box. So 1200H. So these should be the 1200cc high impedance injectors. 1200cc high Z. Yeah, okay, so does this have a date on it? Let me see the date. Question, John is watching. He's still sick in bed. Yeah, I guess John's under the weather today. Hi, John. Injectors were bought November of last year to a different guy. Nope, shipped to addresses the guy we bought the car from. $500 set of fuel injectors. As far as I understand, this car just got like, the build and assembly just got finished like, you know, weeks ago. And the guy basically had to finish the car in order to sell the car in order to get money to fix something with his house. So hence the manifold that's nice and clean. And okay, other work. The car has a Magnus fuel rail, an Evo 3 intake manifold, a tile blow-off valve. I believe this is a VS, the 4-letter VSFR. I always mix it up. Intercooler kit. It has, well, let me take the camera off the stand and we can walk around and look at this together. And I'll try to walk, chew gum, hold camera, and watch. Okay, so it's got a Precision 6266 journal bearing Gen 1 turbo. That is basically brand new. A Morrison Fab small runner T3 kit. I believe this is an 82 housing. A tile MVR wastegate. And the O2 housing downpipe. I believe this is like a complete Morrison Fab hot parts kit. Somebody asked about the fuel filter. It's a Fuel Lab. There's number 6 hose running in kind of oddball places. So my guess is this is going to have number 6 line all the way to the back. It has number 6 line coming out of both ends of the fuel rail. And this filter, I don't know what pump is in it. We're going to have to pull the pump out. Damn, that's sweet. Well, we'll see. Does this go to the factory return line? Fuel pressure regulator. Yeah. Looks like this is utilizing the factory return line down on the firewall. So we've got number 6 line, probably from the pump to the filter, from the filter to the rail, and then from the rail to the regulator, and then a Fuel Lab regulator to the stock OEM return line. It's a nice aluminum catch can. The battery's been relocated to the trunk. As far as I was told, this is a stock transmission, but shifts very nice. It's got a twin disc clutch. That twin disc clutch sucks to get on and off the trailer. This thing was like a 2-hour nightmare yesterday trying to get it up the ramps onto the trailer because it's really low. It's got tine coilovers that are basically brand new looking. I don't know if we can see the line. Yeah, I don't know if you can see those well. It's not, we're at the max exposure on this camera, but everything is like new and clean on this. Intercooler, if anybody recognizes this one, there's a part number up on top of the intercooler top. I don't know if that's a serial number, manufacturing number, might be just for the core. SM tagged on that coolant catch can. Just trying to identify some of the parts. Looks like a JMF oil catch can that's got number 6 fittings. And there's this oddball T. Where's this T go? Oh, this is weird. ABS delete. John, yeah, I don't see... You're asking questions on here. Yeah, ABS is deleted on this, I'm pretty sure. And the stuff's been spray painted. Okay, so there's a stainless braided hose that goes down to a T. And then one end of the T goes to the other side of the catch can. The other side of the catch can goes to the valve cover. Valve cover looks painted. It's nice. It's not leaking or anything, but I don't believe the valve cover is, it's not powder coated. That's just paint. What the hell does this go to? There's a number 6 line coming that's effectively teed into the valve cover and the catch can. What the? I've never seen this. Okay, there's a number 6 fitting welded onto the dipstick tube. So he was trying to pull vacuum out of the catch can with the dipstick tube. I don't know what that's about. So we've got some shenanigans going on there. There's a Mishimoto. Okay. Radiator catch can used as a power steering catch can. I don't know if they sold that as a power steering catch can, but a reservoir, but it's there. What else is of note on this? Mishimoto radiator. There's one single fan that I don't recognize the manufacturer. There's obviously a wideband. There's a MAC valve. There's no MAF, so it's running on speed density. This should be a ECMlink V3 computer. Poly motor mount. Sorry, I'm being a bad cameraman here. Poly motor mount 1, 2, 3. Is there one in the back? I think the back motor mount is stock. So, all right, that's kind of sucky. There's a whole stack of silicone heater hose, and there's a bunch of new ones in that box of stuff down there. What else is going to be interesting in this? It's going to have cams. We went over injectors, fuel rail, no cruise throttle cable. The twin disc and the flywheel are going to go together. Tine suspension. It's got wheels. I'm expecting these to be reps. I don't expect them to be, you know, actual Enki wheels. Let's take a look inside. Wheels. John, why are you asking me all these questions? We just went over the wheels, dude. You're supposed to be sick in bed. If you're too sick to stay in bed and not watch videos, you're not sick enough to not come to work. There's an AEM boost gauge, wideband, and oil pressure. Looks like the oil gauge has a peak hold function. There's a Kenwood radio. There's the ground effects that came off the car already. They weren't on it when I got the car. Inside is in reasonable condition. Driver's seat is... Sorry, guys. Black and gray interior. He's okay. He's going to puke. If you're going to spew into this. Driver's seat has got wear and a couple little puncture holes, but no major rips. Joe, zing, got him. Hey, Joe, I got a package from you that I've yet to open. We'll do that later today. Yeah, so 131 on the odometer, or on the cluster in the car. There's an Energy NRG quick release steering wheel. What else is in here? The black dash. The headliner is in meh condition. Oh yeah, more like wiped out condition. Okay, damn it, there's a hole in the gauge pod. I'm gonna say an aftermarket radio, because shut up. That's annoying, stop beeping at me. Let's take a look in the trunk. Is there anything anybody specifically wants to see? Because I feel like I'm kind of flopping around on this, and I don't have my my trusty sidekick here to bounce ideas off of. Rust-wise, we got some pink paint over here in the corners. Silver hatch. It doesn't. A little bit of rust on the leading edges. Yeah, that car drive. Yes, Jerome, the car drives, but there's a lot of stuff like, I have no idea if this thing is tuned to even, I don't even know if this thing is tuned well enough to go down the road. For all I know, it was like a base map plugged in, and I haven't got the laptop out yet to plug into the ECMlink to see if like the tuning looks reasonable. Honestly, yeah, maybe a launch. No, honestly, I'm not really hot on going and driving this thing by myself. in the event that I get like stuck down the road or something. I have nobody to come get the trailer. That's why the car's inside, and I figured I'd do the live video this way. But stuff like this sketches me. There's like a battery in the trunk that's just laying there. No straps, no hold downs, no nothing. Tine coilovers. A Megan Racing strut bar. More ground effect pieces. I don't see any rust or corrosion issues inside the trunk area or in the spare tire well. So that's usually a good sign. The thing that kind of sketches me, and we'll check this out now. This has got any AFPR gauges. Yeah, dude, there's one in this car. There's an AM wideband. Right there. There's one. I think we had one on the shelf that sold the last 2 nights ago, but this one will be coming out the next day or so. So sit tight. I want to look at this rust issue because this car had... Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go get a flashlight. Sit tight, guys. Anyone else getting lag on the stream? Well, I am in the middle of nowhere, New Jersey, and the middle of nowhere, New Jersey doesn't have the best internet access. Flashlight, flashlight, flashlight. Sit tight, guys. I'm running out to the not a bad presentation. Sit tight for a second. I'm going to run out to the trailer and get the big flashlight. 2 seconds. I'm back. I'm coming. Sit tight. Okay. I'm back. Now, there's a pretty gross spot here under the door. Man, that's like 3 layers deep. And look over here. There's spots starting under the paint. Like the car was painted and this is all hollow. Like they painted over. There's rust here. Damn it. All right. Ugh. Man, this is... All right. The pinch weld's got rust. How bad is this the rest of the way? If I can get this a little lower. Sorry, guys. Wish you could watch the video. Josh, it's going to record and it'll post. So even if there's lag now because of kind of shitty internet, it will pick up and post the whole video off the memory card once I stop streaming. So fear not, you'll be able to watch it in a little bit. I'm going to go to the other side, check out the other side for rust. Because I know I'm trying to head off everybody that's going to go, why are you parting out such a nice, perfect, mint, absolute stunning unicorn of a car? Because we can every single time. Even when there's rod holes. Even when there's, you know, blown up motors or transmissions that don't work. We always get complaints. So I want to head it off at the pass if possible. All right, let's take a look on this side. Let's see what's under here. Oh, look at that. Before we go, well, afterwards. Okay. This is a little crusty on the pinch weld. Oh, you can see the exhaust. The exhaust is really nice up until there's a flange. It looks like this steps down from 3" to 2.5. I think so. So it means it's probably either like an Apexy or a HKS catback that's like 2 3/4 or 2.5" pipe. It has a big monster stainless muffler in the back that looks really nice. But, you know, this might be more of a... Oh, I see those... If you look back there, you can see that neck down right there. I think that's usually an Apexy. And the pipe has that purple look to it that's like a Apexy exhaust. Anyway, as far as rust is concerned, I can't see in that. Oi. Somebody's been jacking this up at the wrong spots. Yeah. Down this frame rail. Wow. What the hell? What's with this? This frame is like... He's gonna eat something and get up to the shop. Hey, John, before you leave, I gotta show you. There's a bird. This will be a funny diversion because I just gotta show this to John before he gets here. So we've had a bird in the shop for the last couple days, apparently, and John could not get the bird out. And he said something this morning about whatever, the bird can stay in the shop as long as it doesn't shit on the parts. So here's the seat for my race car. Seriously. Freaking bird shit on my car seat. Okay, well, there's not a whole lot that I'm going to get into with this other than I guess I should just connect the ECMlink and give me a second. I'm going to set the camera down here. I'm going to go grab the laptop. Well, I guess for anybody that wants to hear it run, we can start it up. I think the ECMlink cable was, yep, in the glove box. Let's plug this in. Plug into laptop. Where are you? OBD2 cable. I'm so not familiar with 2Gs. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. OBD2 cable. Where are you? No. John, where are you? I don't know where the OBD2 cable port is. Seriously. Am I an idiot? Worked on about 150,000 of these cars. Where's the freaking OBD2 port? Oh, there it is. Not in the normal spot. Okay. Key in. Dismiss the lock screen. Come on. Your PC ran into a problem and needs to restart. Dude, this is the day it's been. Okay. Yeah, I'm not screwing with you guys. We got blue screen of death here. Thanks, Windows. %50 complete. Well, we can start the car. You can hear what it sounds like when it's running. It also has this clackety-clack sound that is clutch related. And I don't honestly know that much about twin disc clutches since I've been an auto guy for quite a few years. You can hear this. You hear that? That rattle. The clutch actuation is very light, but I don't like that sound. Not going to surprise me to take this trans out. And we're going to find something that's I don't know, the clutch fork is touching or something like that. So I don't know if that's typical with these twin disc clutches. I honestly don't even know what brand this clutch is, but it makes a little bit of a racket, and it is really, really, really twitchy as far as getting it to engage. Getting this up and on the trailer was a complete disaster. Whew. It's getting hot. All right, boot up the ECMlink. Key is on. Let's just check, make sure this is V3 full. Make sure it can connect. And look and see if we can glean any information from the tune. Connect. All right, we're booting. All right, ECMlink 2G V3. Does not say light, so we're confirmed. Let's take a look at this file. I don't know if this is going to focus well on the screen, but let's see. Global is at 1600 or 60% negative. 1700 cc on 9.8. Let's just, for shits and giggles, 14.7, see what the calculate is. 62. Okay, so looks like this is set right for the injectors. Timing maps at 0. Woo. That's kind of funky. I've not seen that. I don't know if this thing's been tuned well or not. To be honest, I'm not really jumping up and down to go beating on it on the street and then hurting it. I would rather just tear it apart, investigate, and default settings is the boost control hooked up. Target 25 pounds of boost. Okay. This looks like this has been, you know, set up a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. And then this, you can't tell anything because it doesn't store it on the laptop. Okay, well, there's nothing I can really... Well, let's see if the direct access tables are played with. Load scale. Okay, that's set for 2.3 liter engine. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's that. Have a good one, guys. We're going to start digging into this today, and before I start pulling it apart, I'm going to kind of knock out a quick compression test and just verify this motor is in good shape. But it starts and runs nice, and the guy basically drove it on the street to where I met him to pick it up. So I don't have any reason to believe there's anything wrong with this motor, but I'm not really keen on going ripping up and down the road with it. So, is what it is for today. Have a good one.